Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Monday morning edition of Rasaji Speaks. Hope you had a great weekend. We sure did in Cocoa Beach, Melbourne, with Dr. Jenny Grace. Thank you, sweetie, for doing such a wonderful job. Thank you, Sister Lynette and Andy and John and Master David and the wonderful music with Mary. Thank you so much to Sister Emmy and Mita and Don doing a great job in the store, and Raquel supporting us back home with customer service, Brother Robert Hale, Brother Nate, Andrea. Thank you guys. It was a wonderful beginning to 2025 as we have now arrived. So let's talk about today. What is the subject matter? We want to speak about the great Martin Luther King. What a man of vision that he was. So he will call this today Divine Dreams. Martin Luther King's vision for equality and social justice. Well, he'd probably roll over in his grave about right now because his party, I'm sure, left him a long time ago. You know, he was during the time of John F. Kennedy, and that party is not the same party that it was today. As a matter of fact, the last 20 or 30 years, they've tried to do just the opposite, play the race card and all kind of shenanigans that he would roll his eyes back in his head. Excuse me. A man with a dream and a vision. And he understood the basic mission statement in the Lamasery: health, wealth, and happiness for one human family. You know, Abraham Lincoln understood that and really started that movement politically. When you really examine what Lincoln stood for, but he had to create a new party as an objective. You know, think about this. In the world of capitalism, right? Competition is a great thing for the end consumer. Have you ever noticed that? Because pricing gets regulated, quality rises to the top, like cream, rises to the top. Did you know that character does the same thing? That's right. Character rises to the top and stands out. It's amazing to see that happen, but that's exactly what's happening. President 45 has returned, but he returned even as President 45, if you know what I mean about the Lincoln Memorial. I wonder if the soul of Martin Luther King's around. Boy, it'd be great to show him up. You know, if he resides, he'd probably reside in some great black man like the actor Denzel Washington, who's an incredible person. Even more so, Dr. Ben Carson. Last time when he ran for president in 16, Trump was running. And as he like folded in, when there were still 17 people running in July of 2016, as he left, you know what Donald Trump said about him? Smartest man in the room. Sure, he'll be a part of his cabinet. He was the last time. See, it doesn't matter the color of your skin to get the message of Martin Luther King. What does matter is the principles of the man. Malcolm X says if you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. That was Malcolm X. You know, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they had behind the doors kind of meeting because one was doing internally what the other one was trying to do externally. They're kind of the yin and yang of each other, if you get my drift. Martin Luther King had a backdoor entrance to Bobby Kennedy, who was his brother's AG at the time. What that was the chief lawyer, the head lawyer of the country is the AG, right? Isn't it interesting that his son, today Junior, he wants to create more social justice in the health department of the governor by reforming the FDA and everything else. That's a means of social justice, because all the garbage they've been putting in our food for years and getting away with would be social and health injustice, would it not? What goes around comes around, brothers and sisters. And the fact that he has a dream, I think that dream is alive and well. Maybe right now, the people in California, it's hard for them to see that dream. Maybe months before in October, the people in North Carolina mountains might be a little challenging to see that dream. Lamaji told everyone over 2.5 years that this was coming, and it's just getting started. See, the biggest justice on planet Earth has to do with the Divine Mother. And I got to tell you, whether you believe it or not, maybe you do a little bit more, she's going to have her justice, right? You either support her foliage or she'll take it away from you. You support her elements or she'll take it away from you. You support the earth and become stewards of the earth, which support longevity, or she will take it away from you. Scripture makes this clear. You say you need no more, and that which you have I shall take from you also. They said they didn't need no water, so she took the water away. They said they didn't need grazing of cattle or timber or lumbering around LA. And what did she do? She took it all away. And when the fire started to burn, the mother showed no mercy, because we had been showing her no mercy for about 50 to 60 years based on the unconscious dealings of the mayor and the governor office in California. Let's see if this is enough to wake up the people to ask for social justice that the great Martin Luther King asked for. Let's just see if they're smart enough. Baha Master Boyang always said, most of the great awakenings that happen in extreme contrast. Maybe the people in California, maybe the people in North Carolina have had enough. And maybe we're going to see more people awakening up. I have a feeling as you're watching this today, 45 becomes 47 as he's sworn in. I have a feeling he's supposed to bring justice for all. I know he's a warrior. He's been a warrior for a long time. And being a warrior for many lifetimes myself, I know a warrior. I know a spiritual patriot when I see one. And as we say in Tibet, Barak Mashad, may the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. See you tomorrow on Tuesday's edition of Versace Speaks. God bless you and your family.